In this video, I'm going to share with you tips to lean out. And I promise you, starvation is not one of them. Welcome back to Live Free TV. My name is Sarah, Live Free Warrior, your host of this channel. I've had a lot of questions from you and a lot of feedback on the last video that I did on ways to lean out and get taller, and that was a physical exercise. This video is going to also incorporate, yes, movement, but also foods, what to be eating, and daily health habits as well, along with things that might just be beyond our control. Stay tuned for all four of those categories in this video. First up and foremost, you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and follow me over on Instagram at Live Free Warrior for daily inspiration there. On this channel, I'm uploading weekly content for you that is all under the lines of health, conscious, and creating. So now jumping back into this video, we're talking about tips to lean out. I am a certified health coach, but first and foremost, you're going to want to listen to your doctor. If you have any pre-existing medical conditions, take that into consideration as well. Disclaimer aside, food tips to lean out. Now, I said from the beginning, starvation is not one of those tips, because when your body goes into a starvation mode, it also starts to hold on to whatever it's got. So that's not the solution. Instead, priming your body with the proper nutrition and foods can help to be at your optimal lean self. Oftentimes in the American diet, we think protein, protein, protein. And I'm here to share with you, protein is not the answer to being lean. It does help your body, but actually if you have too much protein, your body can start to store it as fat. So you want to find a proper balance of healthy and clean proteins. Having meats is not always the answer either. Try and add a variety of different proteins into your diet. See how your body responds and then adjust accordingly. For myself, I am flexitarian, as you know. I try not to fit into any one category. I will have on occasion an animal protein, but most of the time I am plant-based. That works best for my body, and I encourage you to sample out what works best for yours. Oftentimes we're getting plenty of protein that we don't need to add more in. So get the proper amount of protein, not too much, not too little. The other one, make sure you're getting plenty of greens. Greens such as plant greens. Yes, your spinach, yes, your broccolis, but you're also going to want to think of spirulina, chlorella. Any of these really powerful superfood greens are going to help to detox your cells on a cellular level. They are not buzzwords, they are not food gimmicks, they have been around for thousands of years. Someone actually wrote me a comment that spirulina was a marketing tactic, and I was like, I don't think so. It's actually been used by the Mayans for years as a source of protein, so it's not a fad. It is actually something that works. Spirulina is, going back to our first topic, a plant-based protein, but it also helps to clean out your cells. I love to add any one of those superfoods into a bunch of mix. I'm going to link a video here below, up above. This will make it easier so I don't have to talk it through, and it'll give you some food ideas for spirulina. And then also moringa is another one that you can use that's a plant green. And then below I'm going to link another company that has a green mix that you can add into just simply water. That's going to help to clean out your cells so you're not holding or retaining, and it helps to reduce inflammation. Inflammation makes us bigger. The other thing that will help to reduce inflammation, make sure you are drinking plenty of water. That's nothing new for you to hear, I know, but do it. Actually do it. And you're going to want to track how much water you're drinking and try and keep that to a balanced level. How much water should you be getting? I'll link another video up here and below in the description. Caffeine, I love my coffee. It can be helpful for staying trim and lean, but you want to have not too much. Another great alternative to caffeine is, you know it, green tea. Green tea and some coffee can be great. Just try not to overconsume because you will never sleep. More on that later. And it overdoes your kidneys and your adrenals, and it has the reverse effect actually. So just balance. Balance is everything. And on that note of beverages and drinks, you're gonna wanna mind the beverages that you have. So alcohols start to add up. They actually convert to sugars. What you're putting into your coffees and what kind of coffees. I'm not gonna even go there with how much of calories and fats and junk is in some of those Starbucks drinks. I go for black coffee, nothing else. Smoothies is another one. Smoothies can be really easy to put a bunch of things into a smoothie, but that can also add up really fast to a lot of extra calories that you're gonna drink down. I know myself, drinking a smoothie doesn't leave me satiated or full. So in the past when I had smoothies, I would also need to have some nuts along with it to chew something from my body. I don't know, comment in below if that's something you experience as well, but personally, I prefer to eat my food than have it blended. So just mind the kind of drinks you're having and what goes into them, including coffee, alcohols, smoothies, and juices. Juices have a lot of just pure sugar if you're doing like an orange juice or something, and if it's not freshly pressed, it's still a lot of sugar. Take in those fibers. They're gonna be good for you. Another tip, try and eat less towards the evening. I try and cut down eating anything 3 hours before I go to bed. And actually what I've been, my lifestyle, not a diet, has been intermittent fasting. I will link a video up here that you can check out that will share more details on that. But I stop any of my food consumption after dinner, which tends to end around 8 or 8:30 in the evening. And I don't eat until the next day. That gives my body the proper time to digest so that when I go to sleep, my body is focused on sleeping and restoring the body, not digesting and processing more food. Next tip, eating healthy fats. I had a big misconception in the past that fats were bad and fat would make you fat. That is something that happened in the 80s and 90s that was so off, and I was wrong. I was really wrong to think that. Having the right kind of healthy fats is what your body needs to reduce the not so healthy fat that you will store and hold on to. So what are my favorite sources of healthy fats? Include olive oils, which I don't have a lot of, but that's a healthy fat. Avocados, the freshest avos, so good. Nuts and seeds, those are all great sources of healthy fats. You want to keep those in your diet in moderation. Again, moderation is key for all of healthy living. So having that little bit of healthy fat in there as well, it's about 1/3 depending on what you prefer in your diet, but I try and add in some healthy fat at each and every one of the meals that I'm eating. And we mentioned greens before. This one, go for fibrous vegetables. So lots of cruciferous vegetables, things that will keep you fuller for longer. So think broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts when they're in season. All of those are delicious, I think. It took me a while to come on to Brussels, but I love them. And they keep you fuller longer. So you're not gonna be going for, I notice this when I have a salad. If it's just a salad or just lettuce, my body digests that really fast. And then I'm hungry again. So get something that's gonna last a little bit longer. Now that's the food section aside on ways to lean out. When it comes to fitness, movement is key, but doing some of the right movement in addition to perhaps what you're doing will help you to create a leaner physique. I have found the proper combination of doing cardio, weights, and yoga or stretching, along with recovery, have been the best for me and my body type. So I am doing weights because when you build up the muscle, right, it helps your body to burn off fat longer and for a duration that lasts beyond the gym. Cardio, getting your body moving and burning off some of the calories in your body and fat stores if you're doing proper cardio. I will recommend to check out high intensity work that can combine the two of those with weights and cardio at the same time if you're short for time. The important part and this element to add, especially for bodybuilders that are out there, or if you're frequently doing just cardio or frequently doing just weights, add in these two to help lengthen and lean out. Stretching. If you don't want to do yoga, call it stretching and stretch your body. You are constantly you like that, huh? You are constantly contracting this muscle. And in order to make it smaller and longer and leaner, that's the goal we're talking about, is to lengthen it out. And stretching does just that. The other part is for recovery. It may not feel awesome, but foam rolling can be really amazing for muscle recovery and also getting the muscle fibers back in line with where they were meant to be. And that's going to create a longer muscle and leaner muscle as well. The other one is lymphatic massage. So each night before bed, I do a lymphatic massage on my body. I also do one once in a while, 3 times a week before showering. I will link a video up here of the lymphatic massage and how you're supposed to do that, but that's another way to lean the body out. Fitness aside, let's talk about your daily habits as a human. There are a lot of key components that come into your daily habits that have nothing to do with food and have nothing to do with fitness that will highly impact how your body is shaped and how you're gonna feel. Sleeping properly is so key. If you're not sleeping well, your body's going to be hungrier and you're also going to store a lot more fat, typically in the midsection. I've read a lot about this, and your body will hold on to. So you want to get proper sleep. There are videos and so much more, and I have some videos, I will link that as well, on sleep tips to sleep better. And part of that is, our next tip, lower your stress. When you're stressed, you're not going to choose the right foods. You're not going to make time for moving. Moving can reduce your stress, so keep that in mind if you're breathing properly. And your body's gonna store and hold on to, you're not gonna be sleeping as well if you're stressed. I know for myself, when I'm suffering from anxiety and just whatever's going on in my life, I don't sleep as well. So you wanna lower your stress levels. That can be with breathing, meditation, taking walks outside, yoga, movement, eating greens, drinking enough water, a balance of caffeine. So all of these things start to tie in together. And the other one is be realistic. If you are, I'm 5'7", do I think I'm gonna grow to be 5'11"? No, it's not gonna happen. Do I think I'm gonna, even if I did all the weights in the world, do I really think I'm gonna have, big, I'm not. You have to be realistic with your genetics and what is really achievable. And then the biggest goal for you to work on at that point is self-acceptance. Because the more you love yourself and the more you accept yourself, the more you're gonna see what you love in the mirror. And that is gonna be the absolute perfect lean body. So I hope those tips were helpful, hitting up food, fitness, lifestyle habits, and then reality, because we all need a dose of reality check. Remember, create a lifestyle, not a diet. If you want to read more about that, I'll link my book below in the description, Living Cancer Free, that talks further on creating a lifestyle, not a diet. And if you like this video, remember, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and send me a note below in the comments what you would love to hear more of or any questions you have based off of this video. And on that note, I will see you again soon in another upcoming video here on Live Free TV.